Somewhere in Universe 7, Goku traveled the universe looking for interesting places to visit. At one point, he would see a planet that would greatly attract his attention. "I think that's planet Earth," Goku would say. "That's right, my dad told me about it because they say there are Dragon Balls here the size of grapes from the planet Kaido." Goku would decide to enter Earth in search of the Dragon Balls, but he wasn't the only one interested in them. "What is that?" Krillin would ask, who was training with Yamcha and Master Roshi. "It just can't be. Whoever it is, they've got a Kiko-Lossal," Yamcha would say. "I'm sure of it," Master Roshi would say. "What are you talking about?" Krillin would ask. "Teacher, are you sure about what you're saying?" Milk would ask as she left. "Milk, stay home. I don't want anything to happen to you," Master Roshi would say. "But Master, if Yuranai Baba's prophecy comes true, there's no point in staying locked up," I'd say, Milk. "I'm not interested. Before your father died, I promised to protect you," Master Roshi said. "Okay, Master," Chi-Chi replied. As Piccolo entered, he telepathically contacted our friends. "Hey, someone arrived on Earth a moment ago and is looking for the Dragon Balls," Piccolo said, who was observing everything from Kami's lookout. Piccolo now held the position of Kami, since after being defeated, his soul was purified and merged with the previous Kami. "We already know. We could sense his ki," Krillin said. "Yamcha, we'll have to go." Krillin and Yamcha would go at full speed to Kuranio's location. Upon arriving, Frieza was in his first form along with his army. They had a Dragon Ball with them. "All right, we have to find the other Dragon Balls as soon as possible," Frieza would say. Meanwhile, Goku had one of the Dragon Balls in his hand. "Yes, they're the same as Salama's, but smaller," Goku would say. "I wonder what their Dragon God will be like. I'm very curious." Goku would close his eyes. He would search with his mind for the rest of the Dragon Balls. He would see the one Frieza had in his hand. "Oh, no way! I wanted to call the Dragon God," Goku would say. Goku would travel at great speed towards Frieza's location. Meanwhile, Krillin and Yamcha would arrive at Frieza's ship. The evil Emperor and his men were watching them. "I don't know who they are, but if they're looking for the Dragon Balls, they'll have to deal with us," Krillin would say. "Wow, I didn't think there'd be warriors on such a primitive planet as this," Frieza would say. Frieza would use his radar to measure Krillin and Yamcha's fighting power, but it would explode. "Damn it, these things are getting worse and worse," Frieza would say furiously. One of Frieza's soldiers would try to measure the power of both warriors, but the same thing would happen. "Great Frieza, I don't think it's the Scouters," the soldier would say. "What are you saying?" Frieza would ask furiously. "These are B-grade radars. They can track up to 200,000 power level. That means those two are overpowered," the soldier would say. "Are you suggesting that pair is stronger than the members of the Ginyu Force?" Frieza would ask. "That's right, Great Frieza. Remember that no one is allowed to reveal their power level. That's why the radars explode 200,000, since Ginyu has a power level of 120,000, the soldier would explain. "What race are those two?" Frieza would ask. "Humans," the soldier would say. "They're like the Aiyan without tails. I didn't think there'd be such powerful beings," Frieza would say. The other soldiers of Frieza's would launch themselves with everything they had at Krillin and Yamcha, but they would defeat them with a single blow each. Frieza was furious. "It took me 8 months to recruit so many soldiers, and yesterday I paid their monthly dues," Frieza said angrily. Frieza stood in front of Krillin and Yamcha. "So, they're strong," Frieza said with an evil smile. Yamcha and Krillin raised their ki and launched at Frieza. The Demon of Cold was surprised. He was having trouble keeping up with them. "How is it possible that these two can match my power?" Frieza asked furiously. Yamcha landed a punch to Frieza's stomach, and Krillin kicked him under the chin. The Frieza soldiers were terrified. No one has ever touched Frieza until now, said one of the few remaining soldiers. "Take your ship and leave Earth if you don't want to die," Yamcha threatened. Frieza remained silent for a moment, saying nothing. "Well, what are you waiting to leave?" Krillin would ask. "Leave?" Frieza would reply with a very particular smile. "You don't think I'll leave without the dragon weight, do you?" Frieza would say. Frieza would shout, increasing his ki, and begin to transform. "I'd go for my final transformation from the very first moment." "Is that Frieza?" one of the soldiers would ask. "No one has ever seen him in that form before," another soldier would say. "Now you will have the privilege of knowing my true power," Frieza would say. "Know that no one has forced me to do this, so be proud of yourself for bringing me to this point." Yamcha and Krillin would launch at Frieza with everything they had. Each of them would attack with a punch, but Frieza would easily hold their hands. "Do you understand? You pose no threat to me." Frieza made Yamcha and Krillin collide with each other by pulling them towards each other. Then he threw them far away with a ki ball. Yamcha and Krillin looked badly injured. They couldn't fight. "In the end, they turned out to be useless," Frieza said. Frieza prepared a ki in his hand. He was about to execute Krillin or Yamcha, but Goku arrived just in time. Goku stood in front of them and deflected the attack. "Hey, who are you?" Frieza asked furiously. "Hello, my name is Goku," Goku said. Frieza saw a Dragon Ball in Goku's hand. It was the 4-star Dragon Ball. "Hey, give me that Dragon Ball," Frieza demanded. "No, I was looking for them first," Goku would reply. "What's going on?" Krillin would ask. "I don't know. This guy appeared out of nowhere," Yamcha would say. "Hi," Goku would greet. "Nice uniforms. They look just like mine, don't they? Ours has the turtle emblem. Yours has something weird about it," Krillin would say. "Hey, it's not weird. It's my dad's emblem," Goku would say, annoyed. "That badge. Where have I seen that before?" Frieza would wonder. "Hey, mortal. Where did that badge come from?" Frieza would ask in a bad mood. "I already told you it's my father's. Are you deaf or stupid?" Goku would ask. All the soldiers were terrified by how Goku referred to Frieza. "You bastard, you'll pay for this," Frieza would say as he increased his ki. Frieza would launch with everything he had towards Goku. He would land a punch on his face, but it wouldn't do him the slightest harm. On the contrary, Frieza would receive damage to his hand. "It can't be," Frieza said in terror as he backed away. "What is this damned idiot made of?" A great flash of light would impact the earth. Whis had just arrived. "Goku, I've been looking for you everywhere for over 3 minutes, Whis said, annoyed. "My lord, we're going home." "Whis," Frieza said, terrified, "what is Beerus's servant doing here on Earth?"
"And how do you know this guy?" Frieza wondered.
"Dad, this man hit me," Goku said, pointing at Frieza.
"Dad," Frieza said, terrified, "you're Whis' son."
"Of course.
I don't go around calling just anyone Dad," Goku replied.
Goku, you're not thinking I have to defend you from him, are you?" Whis said seriously.
"It's not that. I wanted to know if I can kill him," Goku said matter-of-factly.
"Yamcha, what do you think is going on?" Krillin asked, confused.
"I don't know. Some really strong people suddenly appeared," Yamcha replied. "Now that I think about it, it's Lord Frieza."
Whis smiled.
"How have you been? Do you know him?" Goku asked.
"Of course I do. He's one of Lord Whis' trusted men," Whis said. "Then I can kill him. He just hit me and wants to take the Dragon Ball from me," Goku would say.
"That's true," Whis would ask seriously.
"It's not what it seems." "I didn't know his son was looking for the Dragon Balls," Frieza said, terrified. "We'll ask Lord Beerus before we do anything. For now, let him live," Whis said. Milk would arrive flying. He had Master Roshi with him. "Who is that guy?" Milk would ask upon seeing Goku. "Hello, I'm Goku," Goku would say happily. Milk would blush and hide behind Master Roshi.
Excuse her, my protege is easily embarrassed, Master Roshi would say. Well, let's go, son, Whis would say. But I want to gather the Dragon Balls from here, Goku would say. Please, I don't think those tiny spheres have that much power, Whis would say. Hey, why haven't you left yet? Goku would ask Frieza. Frieza would return to his ship and flee in terror. Wait a moment, Krillin said, seriously, as he stood in front of Goku. Tell me, can I help you with anything? Goku would ask. I have to thank you for saving my life, but we don't allow other beings to use the Dragon Balls just like that, Krillin would say seriously. What do you mean by that? Goku would ask. What he means is that we want to know why you're looking for the Dragon Balls, Yamcha would say angrily. It's to make a wish, Goku would reply. We already know that, Krillin would say. So why are you asking? Goku would ask. I mean, what is your wish? Krillin would say. This will be very long, Whis would say with a sigh. It's because I'm looking for a very strong warrior to fight with. And since the Super Dragon Balls are hard to find, I decided to come and get these to see if I can find someone as strong as me, Goku said. You should have said so sooner, Krillin smiled. Krillin extended his hand to greet Goku. Nice to meet you. My name is Krillin, and thank you for saving us, Krillin would say. Hello? It's nothing. If Frieza had killed them, I wouldn't have known how to call the Dragon God of this Earth, Goku would reply. I didn't think there were other Dragon Balls. I suppose you have a lot to tell us, Krillin would say. Hey, Milk would call, somewhat shyly. I have this dragon radar. I could give it to you to make it easier. I certainly don't need radars to find them, but I like the young lady, Goku would think. Sure, no problem, Goku would say. Just a moment, Master Roshi would say. Before I give you the chance to take the Dragon Ball, I want to test if you are worthy. Master Roshi just saved our lives, Krillin would say. He was able to do it because of the Dragon Balls, not because he's a good person, Master Roshi would say suspiciously. Flying Nimbus, Master Roshi would shout. The flying Nimbus arrived in front of Master Roshi. Only a person with a pure heart can ride this cloud, it would say, Teacher Roshi. My two students can't do it, one because he's arrogant and the other because he likes women too much. If you can get on the cloud, we'll help you find the Dragon Balls. I think he's a good person, Milk would say. Milk would sit on the flying cloud. The cloud had accepted it. Come on, come here, Milk would say as she called Goku. Goku would sit behind Milk. The cloud had accepted it too. Impossible, Master Roshi would say in amazement. I guess there's no doubt, Krillin laughed. Master Roshi is amazed because he can't get on, Yamcha laughed. Dad, can I stay and look for the Dragon Balls? Goku would ask. As you wish, but don't do anything reckless, Whis would say, and the angel would withdraw, leaving Goku alone on that planet called Earth. Wow, everything here is so beautiful. I like this place, Goku smiled as he sat on the flying cloud with that young lady named Milk. Goku and Milk had already collected 4 Dragon Balls. They were on their way to the 5th sphere. It must be in that volcano, Milk would say, pointing at it. No problem, Goku would reply as he increased the speed of the flying cloud. Wait, maybe the Dragon Ball is inside the lava, and even if the ball is damaged, he won't be able to get it out, Milk would warn. Don't worry about it, Goku would reply. Goku and Milk would reach the top of the volcano. The heat was unbearable. I'm sure the sphere must be in there, Milk would say. Yes, it's at the bottom, Goku would say, since he could locate the sphere himself. Wait for me here. Goku's body would take a light blue color. Thanks to a thin layer of energy covering him, Goku would jump into the lava and begin to swim. Goku! Milk terrified. I can't believe he jumped. He's an idiot. After 2 minutes, Goku would fly out as if nothing had happened with the Dragon Ball in his hand. Remains of lava would fall from his body. Upon touching the ground, it would burn the earth. How did you do that? Milk would ask, in amazement. Do what? Goku would ask. You went into the lava and you didn't get burned. That's not normal, Milk would say. Well, with a barrier from here. I thought that since you fly, you'd know about that, Goku said. Milk remained speechless, unsure what to reply. You're an amazing guy, Milk said with a sweet smile. They only needed 2 more Dragon Balls, which they would find in a few hours. Then our friends had all the Dragon Balls. Awesome! With this, I'll be able to find a real opponent, Goku said. Now tell me, how do you summon the Dragon God here? Here? Wait, you mean there are more Dragon Gods? Chi-Chi asked, surprised. Something like that. There are 2 more Dragon Gods, and they're more powerful than this one. But one of them is on a planet where the inhabitants have already used them, and that god summons them with Dragon Balls the size of planets. Planets? Chi-Chi asked. Hey, are you lying to me? Of course not. I'll prove it to you later, Goku said. Chi-Chi explained how to summon the Earth's Dragon God. Goku was more than ready. Come out, Shenron, Goku said. The Dragon Balls glowed, and after darkening the sky, Shenron appeared. What is your wish? Which one can I grant? Shenron would say, until he recognized Goku. Goku, Shenron would say. Hello, I've never seen you before, but it seems you know me, Goku would say.
How does he know you? Chi-Chi would ask. He is the legendary Goku, the son of Whis, the master angel and servant of Beerus, the god of destruction, Shenron would say. You're an angel? Chi-Chi would ask in amazement. Well, sort of, but yes, Goku would reply. Goku, how can this humble dragon god help you? Shenron would ask. My wish is that you find a being so strong that they can rival me, Goku would say. If I find him, that will be your wish, to tell you where he is, not to bring him to me, Shenron warned. It doesn't matter, I'll go there. Come on, tell me, Goku would say. Shenron's eyes would shine. I was looking for that person. Meanwhile, a small insect-sized drone was spying on our friends. It was Frieza, who had followed Goku's trail. That stupid Goku is using the Dragon Balls for such a dumb wish, Frieza would say furiously. Fortunately, we know that there is one more planet with the Dragon Balls. Not counting those that are the size of a planet, those would be impossible to transport, I would say, Berry Blue. That's true. Anyway, he ruined my plans, and I don't know which planet that is, Frieza would say furiously. Beings that surpass you in power by an overwhelming margin are angels. The gods of destruction are beneath you. Within this universe, I can't explore beyond 30%, but from what I've seen, there's only one person slightly stronger than you, Shenlong said. Tell me, who is it and where is he? Goku asked. He is your uncle, brother of all the angels. His name is Garmo, Shenlong would say. Wait a minute, I don't have an uncle with that name. Are you lying? Goku would say, annoyed. Mr. Goku, what I tell you is true. Garmo is an angel who fought against his brothers in the year 3,587,398 of Xeno-sama's calendar, Shenlong would say. Wow, that was a lot before I was born, Goku would say in amazement. Garmo was imprisoned on planet Sokka, where he's trapped in the flames of eternal ice, Shenlong would say. Flames of the eternal ice? Goku would ask. That's right, Garmo possesses freezing abilities. He sleeps in an eternal sleep, for if he were awake, he could escape the flames of eternal ice, Shenlong said. The flames of eternal ice are what even the gods themselves hold captive. Isn't there anyone else besides him? Goku asked. If my dad finds out I freed him, he'll kill me. Sorry, according to your level, the most arcane being is Frieza, but he doesn't even reach 10% of your current power using his ultimate transformation, Shenlong said. What are you saying? Frieza said with a mixture of anger and terror. Oh, what a shame. Well, I guess you granted my wish by giving me that information. Thank you very much, Goku said. Goodbye, Goku. I must go, Shenlong said as he departed. Chi-Chi looked surprised. She couldn't process everything she had heard. Destruction? Angels? Chi-Chi said, traumatized. Hey, you're acting like you've never heard of that, Goku said. Well, it's because I've never heard of angels and gods. Do you want to meet them? Goku asked, offering his... Of course, I'd love to, Milk would say. Goku would take Milk on a journey through space while protecting her with an energy barrier. I can't believe this is space. It looks beautiful, Milk would say. Yeah, I find it really boring. Is it because I see it all the time? Goku and Milk would spend a few hours traveling through space until finally arrived at Beerus's planet. Hey, nobody told you that you could bring visitors, Beerus would say grumpily. Relax, she's probably just a girlfriend he met on Earth, Whis would say with a very particular smile.
A girlfriend? Milk would ask. Hey, do you have girlfriends everywhere? Milk would ask in a bad mood. Don't worry, don't listen to my father. He often makes tasteless jokes, Goku would say. He is Whis. My father is both servant and master of that lord who is a god of destruction. His name is Beerus. Hello, nice to meet you, I would greet Milk. At least he's polite, Beerus would say, unlike those dinosaurs who were so rude to me that I had to make them disappear. I don't think so, Milk would say, annoyed. Do you doubt me? Beerus would ask, getting serious. The dinosaurs became extinct because of a meteorite that hit Earth, not because of the actions of a single person, Milk would say, annoyed. I'm a person who reads a lot and knows what I'm talking about. Milk, calm down. There's no need to argue, Goku would say, trying to calm her down. Of course, it was Mr. Beerus who threw that meteorite, Whis would say. Look at that moon over there, Beerus would say, pointing at it in the distance. Let's see, Milk would say. Milk would look at the moon intently, and suddenly it would disappear due to Hakai energy, as if it had dematerialized. I can't believe it, Milk would say, terrified. That's what a god of destruction does, Beerus would say. Seriously? I really apologize. I was very rude, I would say, Milk. By the way, son, were you able to make your wish? Whis would ask. Yes, but the strongest person that dragon god ever found was Frieza, Goku would say, although his knowledge only covers 30% of the universe. What a pity. You should keep looking, Whis would say. Wait, what about this Garmo guy? I would say, Milk, and Goku would be terrified. Hey, quiet, Goku would say. Where did you hear that name? I would ask, Whis, seriously. Garmo? Beerus would scream in terror. Okay, I didn't mean to say that, Goku would say. Shenlong said that there is a being slightly stronger than me and that he is my uncle. He told me about Garmo's story. Don't even think about waking him, I would order Whis. Garmo has been a headache for the family. If I released, my father will be angry. Oh no, I don't want to see Grandpa Dainan angry, Goku would say nervously. I think I said too much, Milk would think. Meanwhile, Frieza would be on his way to planet Sock. Are you sure about this? I would ask Berry Blue. I've heard about the flames of eternal ice. It's a type of fire that only affects the gods, I would say, Frieza. I will free Garmo and he will help me defeat the gods themselves. But Lord Frieza, you are already a universal ruler. He doesn't need to get rid of Beerus, I would say, Berry Blue. I just had a run-in with Whis' son. It won't take him long to finish me off, Frieza said furiously. No matter what I have to do, I'll get my revenge on that damned Goku, and he'll take care of Beerus and Whis while he's at it. A few days later, Goku was still with Chi-Chi on Beerus' planet as they were getting along very well. Goku showed her the wonders of the universe, and with each passing day they fell more in love. One day, Frieza arrived at his destination, planet Sock. We finally arrived, Frieza would say upon landing. Some of Frieza's soldiers would instantly be frozen by the planet's low temperature upon leaving. Sometimes I forget how weak my men are. This planet is very cold because it's very far from its sun. No one would buy it, Frieza would say.
If I can endure these conditions, it's because my race can live in the vacuum of space. Frieza should go alone in search of Garmo. It wouldn't take much effort since the planet was desolate and lacked buildings. There was only one giant castle over 1,000 meters high. There's no doubt about it, it must be there, Frieza said as he flew swiftly to the castle. Once inside, he could descend to the very bottom, finally finding Garmo. I think you're there, Frieza said, fascinated. Garmo was trapped behind blue flames that circled around him. Frieza would try to touch the flames, but upon contact, they would freeze his hand. Damn it, it's impossible for someone like me to freeze, Frieza would say furiously. Garm would open his eyes. Frieza would feel terror. Who are you? What do you want? Garmo would ask in a sinister voice. Great Garmo, I have come to free him, Frieza would say. Free me in exchange for what? Garmo would ask. You're a frost demon. I've heard of you. You're the most powerful race in the 18 universes. I'm freeing him because I just learned of his existence and I thought it was unfair that he was imprisoned, Frieza would say. You want something in return, otherwise you wouldn't be here, Garmo would say.
I want him to destroy his brother Whis and his son Goku, as well as Beerus, the god of destruction, Frieza would finally say. Whis has a son? Garmo would ask furiously. Free me, I demand it. Frieza would launch a K attack at the ground. It would extinguish the flames of eternal ice. Garmo suddenly appeared behind Frieza. He would place his hand on his shoulder and squeeze it tightly. Frieza would scream in pain. He would realize that Garmo was very powerful. Give me one reason not to finish you off right now, Garmo said seriously. Apparently, he was very powerful and would not hesitate to kill Frieza if he wanted to. Garmo, Whis' brother, had been freed and Frieza could not escape him. I told you to give me a reason not to kill you. If you don't do it, it's probably because you don't have one, Garmo would say. I have an army, Frieza would say. Garmo would release Frieza. That sounds interesting. Tell me more, Garmo would say, seeing himself interested. I possess an army with soldiers who help me conquer planets to sell them for a good price. I am currently one of the most powerful beings in Universe 7, with the exception of Whis, his son Goku, and Beerus, the god of destruction, Frieza would explain. Wow, the fourth most powerful being in Universe 7? Now you're fifth because of me, Garmo would say. According to a dragon god who spoke about you, you're a little stronger than Goku, Frieza would say. A little louder? Garmo would shout furiously. The entire castle would begin to tremble. That was said by the dragon god of the earth. Don't think those are my words, Frieza would say, terrified. A dragon god? Did you make a wish? Garmo would ask. No, I was just spying on Goku. He asked for the desire to find a rival, and he spoke to you, saying you were the only one he could rival, Frieza would say. I understand, and yet my dear not-nephew has not wanted to rescue me, Garmo would say. Give me your army. I will be your leader from now on, Garmo would order. Damn, it seems like a bad idea, but I have no alternative, Frieza would think. Frieza would take Garmo to his ship. He would introduce him to his new crew. Meanwhile, Goku was on planet Earth. He had just brought Chi-Chi. Thank you for bringing me. I missed my planet so much, Milk would say. It's nothing. Besides, I'm curious to see Earth, Goku would say. Milk would take Goku to the others. They would go to see Master Roshi and Krillin. Minutes later, Yamcha would arrive with his wife Bulma. So you're the famous Goku who saved us from Frieza? Bulma would say. Hey, your uniform is curious. It looks like ours, Krillin would say. It must be a coincidence because I've never been to Earth before, Goku would say. Hey, are you their master? Goku would ask Master Roshi. That's right, and I will also take my ward Milk. I hope you haven't done anything indecent to my dear Milk. Nothing like that, I just took her to see the universe, Goku would say. Did you know that Goku is the son of an angel? Milk would say. So angels exist? I didn't think you came from paradise. Master Roshi smiled as Milk laughed. What? Paradise? Goku would say, confused. Angels have nothing to do with paradise. That's where the Kami-sama and the Supreme Kais usually go, Goku would say. Do you know the Kami-sama and Supreme Kais? Master Roshi would ask. Of course, after all, they are gods of creation. Between them and the god of destruction, they maintain the balance in the universe, Goku would say. What is a god of destruction? Bulma would ask. It must be some god who destroys, Yamcha would say. That sounds very clever of you, Bulma would say, somewhat annoyed. Let's prepare something to eat and I'll tell you everything, Chi-Chi would say. Our friends would enjoy a great banquet as they became friends with Goku. Suddenly, Goku would feel a very strange sensation. He would stand up, interrupting the meal. Goku, is everything wrong? Chi-Chi would ask nervously. I sense a very powerful ki. Powerful for whom? For you or for us? Krillin would ask. Whoever it is, they're stronger than me and have a very familiar ki. What? Krillin would say, terrified. Hey, Goku, What about that energy you mentioned? Can you tell if it comes with good or bad intentions? Master Roshi would ask. I don't know. I can't recognize it. Master Roshi, the prophecy was supposed to have been fulfilled when Goku defeated Frieza. The prophecy said that a being of divine power would destroy the Earth, Master Roshi would say, but he didn't specify who it was. Don't worry, I won't let it happen. Goku flew off at full speed, while Frieza's ship had just landed on Earth. So, this is Earth, Garmo would say. That's right, it's a small and not very advanced planet, but it has good natural resources in addition to the Dragon Balls. The Dragon Balls have to disappear. But sir, don't you want to make a wish on yourself? Frieza would ask. Garmo subtly hit Frieza's shoulder. Besides the pain, it would leave him immobilized. I didn't ask your opinion. Get used to not speaking unless I tell you to, Garmo said seriously as he left the ship. There's no doubt about it. That Goku guy must be here. I sense a presence approaching my level. A few seconds later, Goku arrived. Hello, my name is Goku. I'd like to know who you are, Goku said as he introduced himself. Although he looked very serious, he was suspicious of someone with that kind of power. Goku, I see, Garmo replied. I thought you were a pure angel, but I notice you have Saiyan features. How do you know that? Goku asked, somewhat annoyed. When you're my age, you can recognize races by their details, Garmo would say. It's a pleasure to meet you, nephew, Garmo smiled.
Wait a minute, Goku would say, surprised. What do you mean, nephew? I thought you knew about me because of the Dragon Balls. I am Garmo, your uncle would say. Garmo? Impossible. You were supposed to be imprisoned in eternal ice, Goku would say. But I was freed, Garmo would say. Frieza would emerge from his ship, revealing himself. So what were you, you space cockroach? Goku would say furiously, launching a K-ball at Frieza. Garmo would step in front of Frieza and with a single blow defect the attack. The K-ball would impact far away, completely obliterating a mountain. You're very impulsive. He doesn't seem like a real angel, Garmo would say. What do you want? Goku would ask angrily. I just came to meet my nephew. Come on, give your uncle a hug, Garmo said, extending his arms. Really? Goku asked. Sure, just come closer, Garmo replied. Goku slowly approached Garmo. He felt a great deal of distrust. I hope he's not up to anything, Goku thought. Just as Goku was about to reach Garmo, Garmo threw a punch at him. Goku caught the attack with his hand, just in time. I knew it, you're a cheater, Goku said furiously. Garmo would attack Goku with his free hand, but Goku would defend himself again, withstanding his attack. Then they would both hold hands in a tight grip. They would raise their ki by competing to see who was stronger. You're not doing badly, Garmo smiled. Garmo would unleash his ki to a level that Goku couldn't withstand the grip on. His hands would be defeated as he fell to his knees, but Goku would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, almost matching Garmo's ki. That's not bad at all, Garmo would shout with excitement. Then they would both separate and get into fighting positions. At least I'll have the power to fight someone worthy of me, Goku would say. We'll see about that, Garmo would say. Garmo and Goku would shout, raising their ki to the maximum. They would both launch themselves at each other, starting the fight. The blows exchanged between them echoed across the entire planet. Krillin, Yamcha, and Milk would fly to Goku's location. They could feel the energy of the fight without even seeing them. It just can't be. They're monsters, Yamcha would say, terrified. If this continues, Uranaba Baba's prophecy will come true, Krillin would say. Our friends would arrive at the fight. They would see Goku and Garmo fight hand to hand, although Garmo seemed to have a slight advantage. According to Shenron, Garmo was slightly stronger than Goku and was the only being who could rival him. I'd say, Milk said. If that's true, we can't rely on Goku's power. We have to do something, Krillin would say. I know, we will make the Jinidama, Yamcha would say. Yes, that's a good idea, Krillin would say. Henkidama? Milk would ask. Yes, it's a technique where we gather the energy of the entire planet to concentrate into a single attack, Krillin would say. Besides, I can connect it to my Sodakin so it doesn't dodge it, Yamcha would say.
Krillin and Yamcha would raise their hands high into the sky. "Please, Earth, give us your energy," Krillin and Yamcha would say at the same time. A small ball of energy would be created above both of them. "Milk, raise your hands to give us energy," Krillin would say. "Sure," Milk would reply, doing so. Master Roshi was with Bulma and Uranababa, who had just arrived. He was watching everything from a crystal ball. "We'll definitely have to help Goku," Master Roshi would say. "I'll let the corporation know to make a worldwide announcement to raise your hands. It worked last time," Bulma would say. "It's pointless. The Earth's destiny is to be destroyed," Uranababa would think. Goku would begin to have difficulty keeping up the fight. Garmo's blows were precise and incisive. "Damn it, my strength is waning and he's in better shape than me," Goku would think. "I have to think of something." Goku would jump back, crossing his arms as he concentrated his energy. What's he planning? Garmo would wonder. Goku would launch 2 K-discs as he extended his arms. Garmo would dodge both instantly. "So much concentration for such a pathetic attack," Garmo would laugh. Suddenly, Garmo would realize the trick. He would jump at the right moment as the K-discs returned to him. "What are you so clever about?" Garmo would say. Garmo would launch 2 Ki balls at the discs to destroy them, but instead, the balls would be sliced and explode without stopping the K-discs. "It can't be," Garmo would say, terrified. Garmo would begin to move from side to side. I was looking to position the discs in a special way. After a few seconds, he would manage to make the discs travel towards themselves, and by dodging them, they would collide with each other. Ki's discs would slice through each other and disintegrate instantly. "That was complicated," Garmo would say. Garmo would turn around alert. He could feel Goku's ki at work. As he was preparing a Kamehameha, Goku would shout, launching his attack. "Did you see that?" Yamcha asked in amazement. "He's going to kill him," Krillin would say. Garmo would cross his arms at the last moment, taking the full force of the attack. At the end, Goku would fall to his knees due to the large amount of energy he had used. "Wow, that was really difficult," Goku smiled. "Goku won," Milk said happily. "No, not yet," Krillin furiously said. Garmo would be seen after the smokescreen had cleared. He stood with his arms crossed, covering himself, but his clothes were in tatters. "That really hurt," Garmo said after coughing up blood. Goku would stand up instantly. He was nervous. "I can't believe it. You should have died," Goku said furiously. "Yes, I almost did," Garmo said, taking a difficult step. "But thanks to this, I will awaken my true powers." "Real powers?" Goku asked, terrified. "Clear. After being asleep for so many millennia, my muscles atrophied," Garmo would say. Garmo clenched his fists. From one moment to the next, his muscles grew. "Now I feel better all around," Garmo said. "It just can't be. Despite his injuries, he now possesses a ki that is 3 times greater than mine," Goku would think. Krillin and Yamcha had finished gathering energy for the Henki Lady. "It's ready," Krillin would say. "Let's launch it now," Yamcha would say. Yamcha and Krillin would throw the Henki Lady directly at Garmo. "What is that?" Garmo would ask upon seeing a gigantic ball of energy in the sky. He was worried because he felt a great power in it. He wasn't sure if he was going to survive that attack from the inhabitants of the Earth. On planet Earth, everyone would be fighting against Garmo, Whis' brother. Garmo would see a Genidama coming towards him. "It looks like some kind of energy absorption technique," Garmo would say. Garmo would wait for the Genidama, and at the last moment he would dodge it by moving to the side. "What a waste of time," Garmo would say. Garmo would prepare a ball of ki. He was ready to attack Krillin and Yamcha since he had seen them, but before he could, he would notice a special move from Yamcha. "What's he doing?" Garmo would ask. The Henki Lady would explode behind Garmo as he hadn't expected it and had let her guard down.
That technique was fantastic. I want to learn how to use it, Goku would say. After the explosion, Garmo was still alive, although with an injured arm. "Insolent humans," Garmo would say furiously. "I can't believe it. He didn't die from that attack?" Krillin would say, terrified. "Damn it. Even if he's injured, we can't do anything against him," Yamcha would say. Garmo would go at great speed towards Krillin and Yamcha, but Goku would fly quickly, pushing Garmo away. "You have to leave here," Goku would say. "Goku, You can't lose. I know you'll win, Milk said to encourage Goku. I will. I promise, Goku replied. Goku launched himself at Garmo and began attacking him, but he could only use one arm as the other was injured, making it very difficult for him to dodge Goku's attacks. Those damn humans managed to hurt me, Garmo said. If it weren't for that, I would have already won. Be quiet, Goku said, slapping Garmo's ears. Garmo lost his bearings for a moment, becoming vulnerable to Goku. Goku landed a punch to his stomach that made him double over and then unleashed a ki blast in that area. Garmo was sent flying. Frieza watched the fight from his ship. Great Frieza, what do you plan to do? Berry Blue asked. Honestly, wait for one of them to die, Frieza replied. Either way, I'll take advantage of this. Garmo is a despicable and arrogant person who would kill me as soon as he no longer needed me. But Great Frieza, think about this. That Goku guy is a brat, the son of an angel. If he wins, he could apologize. But if Garmo wins, he'll kill him for not helping him. Look at his arm, Very Blue warned. What are you talking about? Frieza would ask, adding that it would be best to finish off those humans. Before you try anything, Garmo knows you're here, Berry Blue would say. Damn it, you're right, Frieza would say furiously, fearing for his life. Frieza would leave the ship. I felt a responsibility to act. I will finish off those 3 humans, Frieza would say. It's Frieza, Milk would say, terrified upon noticing his presence. No, Frieza's going to kill them, Goku would think. Frieza would launch himself with everything towards Yamcha and Krillin. He would start fighting against them. Neither of them had a chance. That's enough, Milk would say as she threw herself towards Frieza, but he would send her flying with one blow. Milk, Goku would say furiously as he went to Frieza. Goku would leave Garmo aside to protect Milk, but when he lowered his guard, Garmo would attack him from behind with a ki ball that would make him fall to the ground. Yamcha and Krillin attacked with everything they had, but their blows were not effective at all. Frieza kicks Yamcha in the side. He would be thrown far away. Yamcha could barely move. Damn, he broke several of my bones, Yamcha thought as he tried to stand up. Take this, you filthy worm, Frieza said, launching a large ki ball at Yamcha. Yamcha took the hit. An explosion erupted above him. No, Yamcha! Krillin cried out in terror. When the explosion subsided, Yamcha lay on the ground. Yamcha! Chi-Chi exclaimed, fearing the worst. Krillin rushed to Yamcha, shaking him, but he didn't respond. He's dead, Krillin said angrily. And now it's your turn, Frieza would say, pointing at Krillin. Krillin, get out of here, Goku would say while fighting Garmo. I couldn't get rid of him. Damn, Frieza, Krillin muttered under his breath. Milk, run away from here, Krillin would shout. Garmo would attack Goku with a powerful punch to the middle of his chest. Goku would be seriously injured, unable to move. Then he would cough up blood. If he didn't beat me, it's because he has an injured arm, Goku would think. Krillin would run towards Frieza to attack him, but suddenly 3 images of him appeared, as if there were 3 Krillins. An illusion? Frieza would wonder. Frieza would launch a ki beam at each of the images of Krillin, but it would pass right through them, as if he were a ghost. Where did that dwarf go? Frieza would ask. Krillin would hug Frieza from behind, wrapping his legs around his waist, preventing Frieza from moving freely. Hey, what are you doing? You look like an insect, Frieza would say furiously. Frieza would whip Krillin's back repeatedly with his tail. Krillin's body began to glow. Gah! Take that, Milky! Run! Krillin would shout. Krillin, what are you thinking? Milk would ask, terrified. Goku! Ah! Krillin would scream as he self-destructed. A huge explosion erupted. Milk was thrown far away. Garmo and Goku took cover behind the thick cloud of dust. That suicidal dwarf, Frieza would say in pain. Frieza was badly injured and fell to his knees. Those humans are more dangerous than I thought, Garmo would say. Garmo would search everywhere for Goku, but he couldn't find him. Where is he? Garmo would ask. Garmo would catch sight of Goku with Milk, grab her around the waist, and they would disappear with instant transmission. They escaped, Garmo would say seriously. That bald guy. I can't believe he hurt me so badly by exploding like that, Frieza would say as he caught his breath. I thought you'd be useless, but you were a great help to me, Garmo would say. Humans, even if they are not that powerful, can be very annoying. In the end, Berry Blue was right, Frieza would think. It's time to go and finish off this planet. Garmo and Frieza entered the ship and took off. Once in the sky, Garmo snapped his fingers. Planet Earth exploded completely. Without Dragon Balls on Earth, that's one less thing to worry about. And there goes my dream of being immortal, Frieza thought. Whistle's son proved to be a formidable opponent. It was spectacular fighting him. I managed to unleash my full potential. It's a pleasure to hear that, sir, Frieza said. As for you, I wonder what I'll do with you, Garmo said, his voice deepening. What do you mean? Frieza asked, terrified. I mean, you took too long to help me. Those humans managed to incapacitate my arm, and you were sitting there comfortably drinking tea, Garmo said seriously. I don't understand, Frieza asked. Were you waiting for one of us to die? Garmo asked. Frieza glared hatefully at Berry Blue. Don't look at me. I didn't say anything, Berry Blue would say. He didn't, Garmo said furiously. Never underestimate the ears of an angel. Did you hear it? Frieza would ask. Of course I did, and the only intelligent person here is your faithful servant, Berry Blue, Garmo would say. Damn it, I'm not getting out of this alive, Frieza would say. Frieza would get into a fighting stance and use his golden form. He knew it was all over for him. Frieza would reach Garmo with a punch to his face, but the result would be that Frieza would injure his own hand. Innocent, Garmo would say. Garmo would grab Frieza by the neck and lift him a few inches. Frieza kicked, but he couldn't break free. I imagine you know what's going to happen, Garmo would say. With a movement of his hand, Garmo would snap Frieza's neck. Then he would throw his body to the ground. The other crew members would look at Garmo in terror. Don't worry, I won't hurt you, Garmo said. At least for now.
Meanwhile, Goku was on Beerus's planet with Chi-Chi. Goku had told Chi-Chi that Earth had been destroyed. Chi-Chi couldn't stop crying. Even though she knew about the prophecy, the pain was immense for her. It can't be. Everyone's dead, Chi-Chi said. I'm sorry, Chi-Chi. I did what I could, but that guy is really strong, Goku said. It's not your fault, you idiot. Master Roshi's sister already warned us that this would happen, Chi-Chi said, sobbing. That Whis and Beerus would arrive since they weren't on the planet. Damn it, now I'm really dead, Goku said, terrified. What's happening? Milk would ask. I don't have much time to explain. Stay behind me, Goku would say. Son, I see you went back to your friend sooner than I expected. Did something happen? Whis would ask. Dad, I have something to tell you, Goku would say. Don't tell me you got her pregnant, Whis said, his voice deepening. No, none of that, Goku would say. That's great, I'm relieved, Whis smiled. It's about Garmo, Goku would say. Garmo, Beerus would say, terrified. What did you do? Whis would ask seriously. Dad, I didn't do anything, that's what Goku would say. What did you do? Whis would ask again. Goku didn't do anything. Let him speak, Milk would intervene. Miss, mind your manners. You are in the presence of gods, Whis would say subtly. Dad, that's enough. You don't even let me finish speaking, Goku would say. It appears that Frieza released Garmo. I should have destroyed that idiot as soon as I found out he went to Earth, Beerus would say furiously. And what happened to him? Whis would ask. He destroyed my planet, Milk would say as she began to cry.
We must find Garmo as soon as possible, Whis would say. Must? You're crazy. He's your brother, Beerus would say. Dad, you'll beat him. I had a fight with him, Goku would say. I was about to beat him, but he got stronger. He said he hadn't moved for a long time, and that's why he was rusty. But I'm telling you, his power is 3 times mine, Goku would explain. Whis would hit Goku in the stomach with his staff. Goku would be hunched over, having serious difficulty breathing. Why did he do that? Chi-Chi would ask furiously. It's so he learns, Whis would reply. Goku, I've told you more than once that power isn't everything. Garmo isn't exactly the most powerful of the angels, but he is the most dangerous, Whis warned. No need to react like that, Goku would say, getting to his feet. Garmo is a very cunning and deceptive being. He knows all the secrets of the 12 universes, Beerus would say. While any of the angels could defeat him, he has managed to escape them on more than one occasion. Grandpa Daishin would arrive on Beerus's planet. Grandpa, Goku would say, terrified. Supreme Priest, Beerus would say, terrified. Father, he would greet Whis with a bow. Who is it? Milk would ask. Duck down, Goku would say in a low voice. Milk would bow to greet Daishin. So, Goku has been sticking his nose in more than usual, Daishin would say seriously. Grandpa, it's not what you think, Goku would say. Daishin would point to Goku. This would be thrown far away, crashing into Beerus's castle. Keep quiet, then I'll see what punishment we'll impose on you, Daishin would say seriously. Meanwhile, Garmo had just arrived on an icy planet. Upon entering a castle, he would find his things. Berry Blue accompanied him, as he was now his faithful servant. I want you to collect all the uniforms in that room and give them to Frieza's former soldiers, Garmo would say. From now on, they will be known as the soldiers of Garmo, the conquering angel. Of course, sir. May I ask what's so special about those suits? Berry Blue would ask. Those suits are a headache for you, Garmo smiled, for he had a plan to prevent Zeno-sama from making any of his soldiers disappear, nor him either, and thus easily defeat the king of all. What could happen now that Garmo is free and has an army? What magic do those suits possess that could make Zeno-sama uncomfortable? And also, will the angels be able to stop Garmo and his army? We'll see all of this in the next part of this incredible theory. And well, friends, I hope you liked the movie. If you want to see more parts and another movie of this fantastic theory of Goku, the son of Whis, leave your like and comment and subscribe. If this video gets 600 likes, I will upload the next parts and movies without fail. That's all for now. See you in the next part.